Yo, what is up guys? I hope you guys are all having a lovely day. It's a lovely afternoon in New Zealand. The birds are chirping, the sun's out. It's not too hot, but it's not too cold. Sundown is in an hour, so I got a little bit of free time to, record a video, maybe muck around on Instagram, I don't know. And today guys, I have a fantastic story for you. It's a banger, an absolute banger. Back when I first started my channel and I started to get things together, I always knew that I was going to make this video for like a milestone. And I was thinking to myself about making the video and I just got so excited and I just want to tell you guys. So it's not for any milestone, I'm just putting it out there just because I want to. Because I'm like that. Fuck the milestones, boys. Fuck the milestones. We out here straight bowling, straight hustling. Today's story takes me back to the more simpler times. It's about how I snuck out to my girlfriend's house. Well, actually I skipped school because I left before the school ended. Honestly, school was a drag for me. Every single day it just felt so long. And most of the days we were just doing the same sort of shit. So it was long, monotonous, and it was just repetitive. And the way my town works is that our school is in the center. Pretty much smack bang in the center. Around our school is like the city. And then around the city is sort of like the actual whole town. Just imagine it like circles, and each layer is, and like the smallest middlemost circle is school, and then the other shells are like parts of town. This girlfriend, I'd never been to her house before. I was fairly new to dating her, but I'd just never been to her house. And it was a nice afternoon and I was chilling in my English class, doing my work, just getting through the day. And she texted me. Actually, now that I recall, she Snapchatted me. My girlfriend, I'm just gonna give her the name Julia, just so I don't have to refer to her as my girlfriend. I can just say her name. It just makes the story so much easier to say and like, so I can refer to her as a name. But obviously I'm not gonna give away a real name, so Julia it is. So I'm sitting in English class and bing, my phone goes off. I check it straight away because I really can't be bothered with school at this point. I see that she Snapchatted me, so I'm like, oh yeah, open it. And I wasn't really expecting much, but dang, was she freaky. She Snapchatted me like her waist and said, I want you to come over, or something like along the lines of that. It was like, I want you, or I'm missing you, or I need you, or something. And man, I was so lucky that the teacher didn't see, because that photo she sent was really explicit. I'm just gonna leave it as that. But of course I replied straight away and I was like, okay, what do you need? And then she replied, and she didn't Snapchat me this time. She typed in and she said she was so horny. And you know me, I was just in my English class. I was just doing my English work a second ago, and now she's got me in that mood, that mood. But she wasn't at school, and I was. And it's not rocket science to see what's coming up next, so I ended up leaving school. It really isn't hard to leave that school. Although it's not super easy, it's not hard either, especially for like a seasoned veteran like me of leaving school. And I'd never been to her house. I texted her, I'm like, okay then, what's your address? She flicks me her address. It's pretty close, maybe about a 10-minute walk. I knew the part of town she lived in, but I didn't know her street address and I'd never been to her house. So I leave school and I'm on the way to her house and I text her and I say, I'm on my way. And Julia texts me and she said, oh sweet, see you soon. And she did 2 winking face emojis. And at this point, I'm counting my money. I was so happy walking over to her house. I had like a permanent grin on my face. You guys would not believe. And also while I was walking over, I was trying to think of a game plan on how to get with this girl real fast. Because we'd done things before. But it was still at that stage where doing stuff was awkward. And let me tell you, walking to her house was crazy. It was sort of through this suburban park. It was a really nice park and I was getting really nice vibes from it. Like it had nice big willow trees and I could hear birds chirping. It was actually a nice place. I'd never been there before because I don't really go to that side of town much. I definitely mentally noted that park for like a location to get stoned because it was nice. She texted me and she said, go to this fence and jump over it in the park but on the border of it. It was sort of on the far side of the park and you just jump over the fence, and then she said it would be her house. She said it was a high brown unpainted fence and the roof was blue. She said that was her house and she said just jump over that fence and then knock on the back door. And sure enough, there was a house and fence that met that description. Without hesitating, I just jumped over that fence. I just straight scaled it. I was like a spider, bro. I just straight walked over the fence. That's how fast I went up the fence. And I jumped the fence and man, first impression, it was a nice house. It was a 2-story. It was just a nice, well-looking house. It even had sort of an aesthetic to it. I got the impression that it was a rich house and everything was neat and organized outside. They had like gardens that were almost semi-groomed and the outside was like really presentable to the eye. And I walk up to that back door and I just knock on it. And I'm waiting patiently. I'm waiting so patiently at this point. And she takes longer than she should, considering she knew I was coming. But she opens the door, and she gives me a nice smile and a hug, and she welcomes me in. You know, I would have thought she was in the mood for like tea or something, because she sort of just seemed happy, and that's the vibes I got off her anyway. And she was wearing a tank top and like short shorts, and I just knew what was gonna happen. But I didn't know how to like kickstart it. I didn't know how to get the ball rolling, you know what I'm saying? And at this point, I'm on good boy behavior. Like, I'm using my manners. I'm speaking clear, straight English, not using any slang. I've sort of got a body language to me as well. Like, I remember my back was kind of straighter than it is normally, if that makes any sense. And she offers me some water, and then we go into her room, and my blood's flowing at this point. My heart starts beating faster and faster, and we're in her room, and she lies on the bed. Like, I'm not kidding, in the most submissive way possible you can lie on a bed. That's how she lied on the bed. And my dumbass was being awkward as about it. And I sat on the couch in her room, and I was there for like a good 2 minutes talking to her about something random. And then she like cues me to come on the bed, and she just sort of taps on it like... She taps on the bed, and she like bites her lips kind of, and just looks me in the eyes. And I was like, okay, shawty. And my heartbeat started beating so fast. Like, if it wasn't beating already that fast, it like doubled in speed. And I hop on the bed, and I kind of just look at her, and she looks at me, and we look at each other in the eyes for, it was kind of a long 2 seconds, if you know anything what I mean. I'm sure you guys can relate, but it was like a long 2 seconds, and then I come in to kiss her, and then she comes in that last way, and we're full making out. Full-fledged just hooking up on that couch. It was amazing. I'm not gonna lie, we did that for a good 10 minutes before we started to take each other's clothes off. And in the next bits, I'm not going to go too much into detail, because I want to be blessed by the YouTube gods so they give me monetization. Slowly but surely, one thing leads to another, and I was eating something, and it rhymes with class, but I don't know what it is. I just can't remember. Yeah, that's it. I can't remember. But I think you guys get the picture. But in all seriousness, guys, if you are wondering what it tastes like, it really only tastes like skin. But I mean, I guess that's for you to find out, huh? Anyway, guys, that will wrap up today's video. I hope you guys did enjoy. I really enjoyed talking about it. I think it's absolutely funny and hilarious. And it's just a story I wanted to share with you guys. Like I said, I was going to do it for a milestone, but I thought of you guys, you know, and I really wanted to put this video out there. So if you guys did enjoy, please leave a huge thumbs up, because it really does help out and encourages me to put out new videos every single day for you guys. I'm really trying to take this YouTube thing seriously, so if you guys do enjoy the video, there'll be more good ones to come. Many more just like this, so please consider subscribing. I recently created an Instagram account and a Twitter account, so you guys can drop me a follow on that if you want, and you can DM me and we can have a conversation if you want, because I'm at that point where, you know, I'll talk to my subscribers. So if you guys want to talk to me about anything, just hit me up on Instagram. Right, I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay humble, stay safe, and stay true to yourself. See you guys in the next one. Later, skater.